Ladies, gentlemen, and you beautiful in-betweens, hello and welcome back to Dyson Sphere program. I'm Calmputer, and last episode, I genuinely did not do much. We got some copper, we have some iron veins being mined, and we have some stone, and nothing else. I think I spent most of the episode actually just griping about the tutorial and how you can't turn it off. But all of that said, it's a great looking game, isn't it? And today I think, well, naturally we will be starting to turn all of these things into more advanced stuff, but more to the point, I think my overall goal with this episode is that after today, I don't ever want to have to craft something from raw resources, like where you say build this, and instead before that it builds the ingots, the glass, and so on. I think it would be quite nice. Also, I'm gonna have to automate a number of these. Tesla Tower, yes. Belts, sorters, assembling. Oh wait, Mark 1, we will get better assembling machines. Interesting, good. We will also get better sorters eventually, and belts, and I'm hoping that it's kind of like Factorio, where Mark 2s actually need Mark 1s to upgrade to. So you can just expand whatever production you have with just another resource, maybe. Not entirely sure, haven't gotten there yet. And not gonna automate wind turbines, because I don't think we'll be using them all that long, maybe. Storage, yes. Mining machine, I don't know. Maybe. They take 3 seconds to make, which if we click on it, we can see that there. And also on the tooltip. Just a little bit up there. Anyway, yes, smelters, yes, gonna automate those. Not sure about the matrix lab. We are definitely going to automate the electromagnetic matrix though, because we're gonna need a lot of them. Like if we go and look here, 120, 100, 200, 30, not that many, 50, 50, 50, can't click accelerant, 100, 200, 400, 600, 800, yeah, we're gonna need a lot of them. So, gonna automate those. Also, I have a little concern. Like, we have copper right there, and we have iron, we have stone, and we have a ton of coal here. There, there, there. And I think I might be seeing some of there as well. And that's definitely coal, yes. And we have stone there, stone there, stone there, and iron, iron. I'm not seeing a lot of copper though. And we can go into this view here and look around a little bit. Yeah, I'm still not seeing a lot of copper. There we have one node. Let's see, we have 2.7 iron ore, million iron ore rather, and we have 1.2 million copper ore. Not a lot. And 5.2 million stone ore and 8.6 coal million, yeah. Oh, well, there's one too. And it's actually in walking distance, that's nice. But yeah, copper is probably not the one thing we'll get a lot of here. We do have some crude oil there, though. Yeah. Anyway, let's look at the other planets, though. We have an ice giant. That's really nice. We can't tell what it actually has, but we can make an educated guess. Ice giant probably has maybe water, maybe some other kind of like ice, hydrogen maybe. Anyway, where's the other ones? There we have Concrete 1, which seems to be a Mars-like planet. Hold on, let me check here. It is not tidally locked, which means that the same side of the planet faces the sun at all times. I think it's moving very slowly. It could be tidally locked, actually. I could just be seeing things. No, it seems to be moving, but it's very slow, much slower than on my own planet. And then we have country 4, which seems planet Icefield Gelisol. Weird name. Yeah. Let's hope one of them has titanium, because that is one thing we are actually lacking here. As we can see, no silicon and no titanium. None whatsoever. Actually, that's a lie. We do have some titanium. I think, yes. This node here has titanium. And if we build over it with something, it disappears forever. So you might want to pick up at least a couple of stacks before you start bulldozing the entire planet with environment modifications. Anyway, I think I have rambled on enough. Let's start automating things. I took the time before, while I was making food, to actually handcraft, no, not you, all of the belts and sorters and storage. Probably a little light on storage there. Smelters, like the things we're probably going to need a lot of, just so I don't have to handcraft them later. And with that, again...
When putting a conveyor belt, all you need to do is determine the...
Pretty sure he gave me that exact tip last episode. So, yeah, I'm a little annoyed. And I did, like I think I mentioned, you can't turn the tutorial off in any way, shape, or form. You can turn some tips off, but you have to have some necessary tips always on. And anytime I load a save, the game will tell me, hey, you can build smelters now. Even though maybe I've put in like 10 hours into the game. But yeah, let's see, let's start building some smelters here. I think because we're just
You built a smelter,
which
can smelt basic materials, such as iron ingots and copper.
Thank you. Yeah, good thing about these is that when you make something, let's say iron ingots, it will be there, and you can press left bracket and then right bracket to put it in there.
Selecting the recipe, you can use the less than key to copy the recipe, and the greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the same recipe.
Well, I guess lesser than key is better than bracket key. Angle brackets, that's the other name for them. And you are making magnets. And there we go for there, and now...
The sorter is a transportation connector of cargo.
I'm just gonna let him talk.
It will automatically transport them as long as the supply facility and the receiving facility are bridged.
Thank you. We do need power, though. There. Right. We have power, but satisfaction is not guaranteed. So let's build some more wind turbines. I made a number of them. Let's put them in a nice little grid. See, what's our satisfaction like now? Guaranteed for the moment, but we're gonna need a lot more apparently. That's depressing. Also, here comes the sun. And that's all nice, but not quite done. Let's put a bow on it. I have thought about, like, mostly in these games, Satisfactory and Factorio. Well, that's gonna... No. Thank you. I like to create some kind of a main bus.
Storage.
Yes, I did. Actually, I certainly did before as well. Core energy is about to be depleted, and I have coal. So that's all good. Now, anyway, as I was saying, I like to create a kind of a main bus where all resources go, and then I just pick out the resource I need, and then build something, and then put that resource into the main bus again. Not on the same belt, so basically you'd have... Let's see, where is the equator here? Everything seems to be going this way, so I think... Yeah, I believe this is actually the equator right here. So basically I would have every resource on a belt going around the planet's equator. And everything I built would go into another belt around the equator. And it would probably look really cool, but it would also be very... I'm not sure it would look... I don't really know how to put it into words, but it feels like things take up a lot more space in this game. So if I wanted to make two belts like this, and then I want to balance them, in Factorio you have just one building that you put between them, and nothing has to change. It's just, you don't have to worry about the space. In this game, however, I think... Let's see if we can find it. Yes, splitters. Number of ports 4. I think this takes up... It looks like it takes up a lot more space. So I think if you have two belts of the same thing and you want to balance them, I think you would have to have... this distance between them. And I would want to have at least 3 belts of, like, say, iron ore. So that would mean it would take up... And then there's probably about 50 or 60 different resources. So, I mean, it would go from the equator up to about here or somewhere. Yeah, I'm not convinced it will look good. And... yeah, so I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna build many different... no, not you. You, thank you. Many different satellite facilities that build the things I need. And then as we get faster belts and faster machines, maybe, it would then, like, these satellite facilities would expand and expand and expand. And also, you'd build new ones, and eventually they take over the entire planet. And we get our Coruscant or Cybertron, depending on how you want to look at it. So there we have iron plates. I'm going to take those right off the bat. We don't really have to worry about those anymore. Everything seems to be, well, not exactly balanced. These ones are the only ones that actually build anything at the moment. And we can sort of fix that. It's a makeshift thing before we get faster sorters, but it actually kind of works. And since there's nothing else to do right now, also, what's the satisfaction? Pretty nice, good. But yeah, now it's 3 times faster, I think. And that's iron sorted for the short term. Let's get with stone. I'm thinking copper should be here. I'm thinking stone should actually be here. I guess it doesn't matter, and I can redo it eventually if I want to. So let's go with there, I'm guessing. Can I fit everything here? I am uncertain, so I'm gonna not risk it. Come on, thank you. And let's put the smelters down. Oh, you're not built yet, so can't do that. But I can do this. I love that when you press X to dismantle something, if you build it and then immediately dismantle it and then press just right mouse, you get back to building it. You don't have to then go in here and select it again. That's very nice and something I wish Satisfactory did. But it don't. And what? Stone, right. Yeah, stone. As well as glass. That should be all fine. Wow, already done. Nice, very nice indeed. I don't think I can build on this. Yeah, no, need foundation for that. And I don't have it yet. I don't even know when I will be getting it. Yeah, let's keep it consistent. Or try to at any rate. Oh, that just disappeared. It's just stone, so I don't worry about it. If it had been titanium, I would have picked it up. Alright, copper can only make copper plates. For now, maybe there's more later, I don't know. In case you're wondering, this isn't really a walkthrough so much as just me messing around with the game. Maybe you'll learn something, but let's assume you won't. Thank you. And that's all of that. No. I almost lied to you. That's all of the raw resources done. Also, yeah, I'm a little upset that the magnet, which uses raw resources, isn't over here. Same thing with glass. But that's just me being pedantic. And also... let's see... total cargo, yeah. Path 5. What? 4? One. What about 2 and 3? I wonder about that. But you can see how long each belt is. That's interesting. Length, cargo speed is 6 per second, and you make... come on, thank you. Well, that's annoying. It says it in minutes, like items per minute, but the belt speed is items per second. But it seems to be about half, and you're using 8 veins. So let's see, do I have any more? No. And I'm lacking gears, apparently. Do I? I do indeed lack gears, so let's start automating that before we concern ourselves with mining speed. Let's go up over here. Let's see what we actually need to make gears. Just plates. All right. Let's get some fuel. And... oh yes, thank you. I don't want to encroach on that too much. Could just... no. Let's move it up here instead, I think. You do eventually get more of these drones as well, and you get faster drones, or make the ones you have already much faster. So that's all good. Let's move a little bit further, just in case. And... can I see what building I need to use? Made in assembler or handmade in replicator. Very good, very good. I do have a few assemblers. So let's make it there. Let's go with 4. I think that's all good. And then the other side. Come on. Build. I suppose that's something I miss with Factorio, that you can actually place things on your own. Nope, not there. Wow, you're finicky. Good, and... oh, right. Good. I don't have to handcraft more than just the item itself. And that's gears done. And again, satisfaction is down. Let's hope I can make more. I can make 3. I just broke my promise. Oh well. Well, that's a concern. Everything is going straight in there, which on a normal day is very good. Right now, well, actually I can... thank you. I can... if... I keep forgetting what I'm saying. if I do this, everything will start to bunch up again, which will stop these from actually working, which will bring down our energy needs for the moment. On the other hand, I have now created 10 new wind turbines. Oh well. Satisfaction is... Wow, that's still very far from what we need. Next up is, I think, magnets or magnetic coils, which needs copper plate or ingots and magnets, which makes sense. Where do I want to build that though? Roughly here, I guess? Yeah, around there. There you are. Just looking for some titanium. Oh, right, crude oil. Right. Now then, let's just see what happens. Also, no, you don't go all the way up there. There is a problem with these sorters in that they take the longer the distance to the belt they're grabbing something from or putting something on, the longer it will take to do it. So I can't really see sorting speed 1.5 trips per second per grid. So 1.5 seconds to bring something from there to there, and then 3 seconds to bring it there. Probably, I think that's how I'm supposed to read it. But considering that the speed these are getting built at is, well, 0 at the moment, but I'm also not entirely sure what word I try to use there for a moment. I think they're not 1 second per, but you get 2. Well, they'll be a little bit slower, but maybe that's not a big problem. And then all the way over there. Also, you don't actually have to start from the one you want. You can just press over here if you want, and then move wherever you want it to actually start or get to. Oh yes, power as well. That's something buildings usually need. And then over there. Build, 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 and build. They're so dark on the belt you can hardly see them. length to grids 0.75 trips per second. So I was entirely wrong. Or rather, this was entirely wrong. Wait, no, I lied again. Because it's two grids long, every second it does 0.75. That's a weird way of saying it, I think. Then again, using seconds when these use minutes. But it's working, and it's has a minus there, which I think means it needs more resources, which is always going to be true until we get faster belts. But we have magnets now. I should probably pick up some of these as well. Or all of them. That works too. Let's see, what else do we have? Circuit boards. And once we have that, we can actually start doing some actual research. Anyway, plates and plates. That's a concern. I don't actually... I don't actually have a splitter yet. It needs 100 electromagnet... Yeah, okay, we can still do this. I think it's gonna be wonky for a little bit. And just trying to scout out a good location. I think over here. And yeah, it's gonna be wonky. It's gonna be a bit weird. But bear with me. So do I start here? Start here. With some deforestation, and then we go like, really? You are colliding with the actual... That's interesting. The buildings. But down here you don't. Yeah. That's because I may have mentioned it, but if we go like this, it will just kind of go like that, because these squares here, or grids, are smaller than these ones, because it's closer to the equator. That's a concern, to be sure, and actually makes me want to not build much over here, and rather... What are you? You are titanium. Yeah, I'm thinking I should probably move the grid over there instead. Which will... Oh, we're just getting things spicy. There we go. Maybe these will have a problem over here as well, with the distance between them, but maybe not. Oh yes, there's no foundation there. Okay, lack of item. Right, good. And then we have a Tesla tower all the way down. Oh, water. There. And then we use this space instead. After picking up the titanium. Delicious. And also kimberlite. Wonder what that is. Rare ore directly crystallized from kimberlite magma under CO2 or carbon dioxide rich conditions, and diamond can be obtained by further smelting. Possibly a diamond that can be obtained by further smelting. The translation can be a bit wonky from time to time. Maybe they didn't take too long, but they have actually since released sent out a few patches, and one of them dealt with better translations, so it's something they're working on. And when we're down here, I think we still want to go in a south to north, although I'm thinking that's the South Pole over there anyway. Yeah, we still want to keep everything oriented correct. I'm a little bit annoyed. Literally unplayable. There we go. Okay, they're on the same grid line. It shouldn't have... And, like, if I can't do this, the actual build will be slightly slower. Because every sorter has to move a further distance. And I don't want to build this close to the stone here. Let's see if this is a nicer place. It is and it isn't. Yeah, this will work for now. And then again, to get them all up to a... Wow, I've used up all of my belts. Well, it's a surprising thing too. No, that way. Ah, wait, before I get splitters, I can actually still get things moving and grooving. But it'll be slower than I had intended, but it is possible. And power to not everything. No, everything. Very good. And yeah, everything is kind of blinking every once in a while. Can we see that happening? Yeah, we can. Right, the plan I had... right. First off, and I need plates and both types of them, which means I need to do this following thing twice. Except I need more belts. I do have that, and I do have that, so it will be a fast thing. Or so I thought. There we go. That'll have to do. And right, the plan I had was to do something like around there, and then one up, and then there, and then one down again, and then all the way over here, and then down. There. And then again, but right next to it. Come on. There and there. As I said, you will get faster drones eventually. But basically just do that. Means everything on this line will be a little bit slower, but in the long run it won't matter. Oh yes, you are so correct that you are indeed missing an output. Come on, there you go. There we go. Now it's done. And I think that's where I'm gonna leave this episode for today. Like I said, I did mess up and had to build a few components before building the building I needed, but I guess that's all fine. I think next episode it's going to be research time, where we combine those with those and create this. And then we put that into a matrix lab to actually do, like, we could just put it in our inventory and just click activate and it will be right there. However, that's not the fastest way of researching. In fact, it's the slowest way of researching. What you can do is just turn it into another research building or a matrix lab, and then tell it to start researching. And that way you can research 3 times the speed from just one building, if you stack them. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point, and with that, ladies, gentlemen, and you beautiful in-betweens, I've been Calmputer. This has been Dyson Sphere Program. Yes, there is one more thing. Going forward, I am going to put out 2 videos per week of Dyson Sphere, as well as Soma, because, well, yes, tomorrow is the last episode of Titanfall 2. So after that, 2 episodes of Dyson Sphere on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and then Soma on Tuesdays and Fridays. So look forward to that, or I hope you are at any rate. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.